Hey, Ocklawahaboy Rocks. I've really been looking forward to today's location for a long time. I'm going to get back out to the Dugway geode beds. I've camped there before, dug the Thundereggs. Great spot. Been needing a return trip and needing to make a video. So let's head out to the West Desert of Utah, stop in Delta, and get on out in the desert. We'll see you there. So this is the turn to Topaz Mountain. I have been here before. I'm not super interested in going back. It's not my kind of thing. It's a lot of breaking rock at heights and sketchy footing. So I am continuing on to the Dugway geode beds. There are these white markers all the way along this road, going towards Dugway, eventually back towards Vernon, that general direction after coming around the backside of Topaz Mountain. This is known as the Pony Express Road, and these white markers, some of them are obelisks, some of them are little trail markers, mark where the original Pony Express Trail went. Hey, Ocklawahaboy Rocks here. I am officially starting another rock hounding trip. Not as many spots this time, but some good ones. Sorry for the sunglasses still being on, but it's bright out here in the Utah West Desert. I am at the Dugway geode, quote unquote geode beds, Thunderegg beds. I've already found a couple little Thundereggs right here where I parked the truck. Gonna be setting up camp. Gonna be looking for some more Thundereggs, of course. Be here 2 nights camping, and I will see what I can find. So this is just the parking - road area where I picked up those two. Much to many tires' dismay, there is Thunderegg material all over, just everywhere, broken pieces. And then up there, those are the tailings of the pits. So I'm going to be getting just a few tools together. I'm going to spend probably about 45 minutes looking this evening before I set up camp and make my dinner, because the sun is getting lowish. I want to spend a little time tonight and then all day tomorrow. Primary purpose of me doing much of anything with this tonight is just to get my bearings again. It's been a couple of years. See what's changed, if anything, in these pits. Supposedly the BLM turns them under every now and then, but with all this vegetation, it's not looking that way. I definitely had better luck in some places than others last time. You can see there's holes up in this mess. I did that too, but you don't find a whole lot. You're digging in tailings. The reading I've done in the guidebooks, which makes sense, matches what I've experienced from other Thunderegg deposits is there's a certain depth they're at, and so you look out there past the pits and you see kind of the natural grade of the land. So you're really looking to be below that. These don't really look like they've been turned over lately either. So I definitely did better kind of moving over this direction last time. If you look down here, there's just pieces everywhere, even whole little ones. And I'm trying to remember if that slope or I think it was over here that I actually got into some undisturbed ground and got some good Thundereggs. I had a hole going right in this area. I was able to get down kind of into new earth. So I'm gonna walk around. Yeah, I can't resist little Thundereggs, so I'm gonna walk around and do my picking up of little Thundereggs this evening so that I can dig tomorrow. And I'll pick an area and start digging. Alright, for some reason this particular pit has just lots and lots of little whole ones, or some of them are just not quite whole. Just nobody takes these. Yeah, they don't usually have the nice druzy crystal pockets in them, but they're still fun to cut open. And I've seen some tumbled, so this might be enough to get my tumbler back out. This is what I'm going to do, is just pick up a bunch of these. This is kind of a pretty shot here. All these little desert plants. All these little Thundereggs. See, now that's a whole Thunderegg. It's just not very big. And then here's a broken example of one that would have been at least softball sized. That would have been a really big one. So again, this is all mounded up dirt. no fresh dirt, so you're not likely to find anything great. But even this is, I guess, the end of where someone quit digging. And you can see there's, okay, so that was a broken piece. But I don't know if the camera's picking up all that druzy in there. It's still a very nice piece. So to an extent, this material's worth going through. That's, I think, a little double. That's a whole little egg. I think that one's broken. Let's see. Sorry for the shadows. It's that time of day. There's a whole egg. It's like you try and miss one to dig around it and you hit 3 more. That one's, I think, junk. I think that's a legit triple egg. Another little one. And then you get them kind of all sort of welded together here. Smaller eggs tend to have kind of a, if they're hollow, kind of a botryoidal instead of a druzy, like most people are looking for here. You can see that even these little ones do have pockets. Here's one I picked up that has a little less of that awful clay on it than most of them, and you can really see that classic Thunderegg shape with the pressure ridges and everything. So even if you didn't know this was rhyolite, you could see that that's a Thunderegg. Here's a little crystal flower. See if I can get it to focus. Came out of a larger Thunderegg. You can see what it formed on there. I don't know what that is. I'll keep that. So I'm down in this other person's hole, just playing around, seeing some signs of decayed perlite. I don't know if I'm in the actual layer or if I'm just hitting some that got redistributed last time this was turned up. So there's, you know, this is obviously just tailings. Got all the little ones here that no one else wanted, and broken ones. It's a little bit different story down here. I found this whole one. And maybe the ground's just compacted here. It feels a lot more like it should. Hasn't been gone through in a long time, that's for sure. Now this might be my spot to bring the shovel and try and dig down first thing in the morning. But looking at these broken ones gives you an idea of what's inside the whole ones. So I'm going to take and turn you off and take a few minutes and just walk around some of the pits. I have found baseball size ones discarded before, just on the surface. So I'm going to do that for a little while and I'm going to set up camp. Okay, now I get into my other weakness. Conglomerate with little eggs. There's a ton of this stuff around, and some of it will go home with me. But this is some of the more interesting rhyolite of anywhere I've collected eggs. And look how cool that rhyolite is with the agate all swirled through it. Alright, so there's another thought to think about this whole Dugway endeavor. If I did my reading correctly, this is kind of a placer deposit of eggs. These eggs were brought here by water action. So there's nothing magical about these pits. This area was a claim, and it was dug privately with heavy equipment. And the claim owner, I believe, the story is, let it lapse. And the BLM put a stop on any new claims. So now it is open to hand tool digging. Isn't that gorgeous? So there's nothing to say that punching your own 4-foot hole straight down won't turn up some really good eggs. And I've seen anecdotal evidence that that's the case through people's posts, etc. Or you could spend several hours digging a hole and be in the wrong spot and get nothing. I don't see any sign of eggs in this. It is gorgeous out here. Alright, the sun's getting low back there. The hills are turning purple over here. So it is time to call it an evening and get camp set up.